Greetings to you all. It is said that globalization is perhaps the topic of the age. Globalization means different things to different people. Today, I, Shinal, will present about how globalization impacts education, especially in developing curriculum. The roles of skills and knowledge in many more ways will further go through the entire presentation. Firstly, globalization is a term used to describe how trade and technology have made the world a more connected and interdependent place. The scope of globalization also includes the economic and social changes that accompany it, which simply means the process by which people and goods move easily through modern technology. It is the process by which businesses or other organizations develop international influence on students' education as well. Positive impact on education. Globalization enhances the student's ability to acquire and utilize knowledge. Globalization enhances the ability of learners to access, assess, adapt, and apply knowledge, to think interdependently, to exercise appropriate judgment, and to collaborate with others to make sense of new situations. Globalization enhances the student's ability to manipulate symbols. Highly productive employment in today's economic will require the learner to constantly manipulate symbols such as political, legal, and business terms. It encourages students to work in teams. Working in teams requires students to develop skills in groups, dynamic, compromise, debate, organize, have leadership and management skills. Globalization meets the knowledge, education, and learning challenge and opportunities of the information age to facilitate communication into the field. The negative impact on education. Increasing the technological gaps and digital divides between advanced countries, creating more legitimate opportunities for a few advanced countries for a new form of colonization of developing countries. Increasing inequalities and conflicts between areas and cultures, and promoting the dominant cultures and values of some advanced areas. These are the major reasons why there have been so many ongoing social movements in underdeveloped countries in different parts of the world. The roles of skills, where cognitive skills matters in order to have a decent job. Skills helps instill educational emotional maturity in people and the ability to do a particular work with perfection. Roles of knowledge requires to develop critical thinking in every individual. It also helps stability to reach to teachers and students. Knowledge increases efficiency of activities. Advantage of skills and knowledge. Greater awareness of other countries is that with the implementation of globalization, technology has been altered to a great extent and paved the way for awareness of other countries and beliefs. Better transnational collaboration simply means usually when students are working in groups of two or more, mutually searching for understanding solutions. Reduces discrimination and racism among an individual. Widespread of technology and innovation implements higher standard of living. Disadvantage of skills and knowledge. There is a gap between rich and poor. Inequality arises when there is less resources available to poor children. Increasing of the unemployment rate, where knowledge is given the importance rather than the skills a person acquires. Less intellectual diversity to meet the needs of workforce. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheenal. Greetings all. My name is Monica and I will discuss further on the type of curriculum and the output from the curriculum I envision for the future. I feel that curriculum should be dynamic, which means it focuses on developing a competitive environment, thinking skills, creativity, and practical application of concepts. Curriculum should also be responsive, which means it addresses the changing needs of students, bridging the gap between knowledge, theories, and continuously changing realities of everyday life. Furthermore, curriculum to be integrated and reflective. Integrated curriculum connects different areas of study and it allows for better utilization of class time while addressing much larger cognitive areas in students. Curriculum also needs to be reflective so that educators can critically think about their teaching and improve on future performance. The output from the curriculum to be open and flexible. It needs to be reactive to the needs of the community and in line with the technological and social advancements of the day. Students must have a real picture of the outside world. We must move away from fact-based teaching in today's world as we are surrounded by smart devices that in a matter of seconds can give us facts. Curriculum should focus more on problem-solving abilities, which technology cannot solve. Curriculum should also focus on collaborative learning, hence students must learn to work with others and in groups or teams. Problems that may arise if there is a mismatch between knowledge and skills. Mismatch simply means that education and training are not providing the skills demanded in the labor market. At the individual level, it affects both job and life satisfaction. People are not able to find a job that corresponds to their skill level, which means they are not employed at their full productivity potential. In addition, skill deficiencies decreases the chances of getting a job altogether. For companies, skills mismatch leads to loss of profits and markets. Skills mismatch has negative consequences for productivity and competitiveness, which affects their ability to implement new products, services, and technologies. For countries, skills mismatch can increase unemployment and affect competitiveness and attractiveness to investors. It means lost opportunities on the pathway to productive transformation and job creation. A lot of resources are invested in training with the assumption that achieved qualification will yield positive results in terms of employment. Yet, if skills mismatch is present, these expectations often do not materialize, leading to lower returns on investment. Preference to develop in students. Knowledge and skills are both essential foundations for a robust education. Education gives them a foundation for their learning, but at the same time, students need the time and opportunity to practice the skills which will help them use their knowledge effectively. Knowledge is the theoretical understanding which is acquired through lectures and textbooks. On the other hand, skills can be acquired by doing, and the best way to master something is through regular practice or trial and error. When it comes to education, I prefer skill-based learning, more important. Skill-based learning better equips students with tools that they will need to embrace and succeed in a rapidly changing world. Skill-based hiring is also a major post-pandemic trend in the employment market at the moment. Skill-based learning is crucial. Students will need reversed learning skills and the ability to think critically and creatively to thrive in the future world of work. The preferred skills to develop in students: firstly, critical and innovative thinking skills. Secondly, interpersonal skills, example communication, presentation, organization, and teamwork skills. Thirdly, media and information literacy, such as the ability to locate and access information, as well as to analyze and evaluate media content, ability to search for information. And fourthly, intrapersonal skills, such as self-discipline, enthusiasm, perseverance, and self-motivation, and problem-solving skills. Why? Reasons why I prefer skill-based learning. Firstly, content lack significant meaning without the accompanying skill base. Skill-based learning aims to build upon knowledge by developing practical expertise in a particular area. For example, a carpenter requires background knowledge of how to measure and read before starting a project, but it's not enough on its own. A carpenter also needs to develop skills to carry out specific jobs, like crafting a kitchen cabinet. Secondly, without the existence of skills, it is unlikely that teachers would have a body of knowledge to explore with students. The ability to use primary sources as evidence to create knowledge is an important skill, without which there will be very little content for learners to engage with. Students who learn through skill-based instructions are more likely to think at a higher level and solve problems on their own. This is important especially in primary school, where children are being introduced to new ideas and concepts every day. Thirdly, skills are transferable to other subjects and to life outside educational institution. Developing transferable skills is one of the major benefits of education. Creative thinking skills, problem solving skills, and communication skills are transferable to a variety of roles. For example, students can use these skills during school and in a variety of jobs. Fourthly, skills take more time to develop due to advanced technology. We live in a digital age where access to vast stores of content knowledge are easily available online simply by looking at your smartphone. Teachers should not waste more time to teaching things students can find out in seconds from the internet. We are in the 21st century and students have access to almost all human knowledge at the touch of a button, and it will continue their entire life. Therefore, more focus should be on skill acquisition because it requires more time to master. Lastly, developing skills and capabilities and the ability to learn are much more important in this environment than static knowledge. Developing skills can help students succeed in school and their future careers. These skills can teach students how to think creatively, solve complex problems, and communicate effectively in school. Teaching skills rather than just knowledge enables students to update their understanding as new information comes to light. Ways in which students can be equipped for the information age. Firstly, through interactivity, whereby students communicate with other students through presentation, cooperative learning activities, and informal dialogue. Students have constant access to electronic information resources. Secondly, self-initiated learning. Encouraging self-initiated learning. When students do this, they participate in productive discussions. Students will gather their own data to learn about topics by using a variety of sources and practicing effective research techniques. Moreover, by changing the role of teachers, teachers must move away from being the dispenser of facts. Instead, they need to arouse curiosity and stimulate debate and serious discussions around engaging topics amongst learners. Teachers should encourage more research work. Expose students to resources in a variety of media. A changed environment. Schools need to be transformed into an information age school by using information technologies to encourage experimentation with the school's program, and finally by exposing students to resources in a variety of media. That means encouraging research work whereby students use information technologies. Thank you.